Today I'll be teaching about seventh chords in this video. I've got a lot of requests from some of my students asking me to make tutorial on the seventh chords, and today I decided to make a video tutorial on it. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, endeavor to do so, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get updated whenever we upload new video tutorials. Welcome back to this tutorial. Like I said earlier, today I'll be teaching about seventh chords. What are they? And then we'll be looking at 4 types of seventh chords, though there are others, but we're gonna look at 4 types of seventh chords for the sake of this tutorial, and I don't want it to be very lengthy. Okay, we're gonna start off by saying what are seventh chords. Now, seventh chords are formed by adding a note that is either a major third or minor third interval away from the fifth of a triad. I know you're wondering, oh, what's this long definition about? Okay, let me rephrase again. I said the seventh chord is formed by adding a note that is either a major third or minor third interval away from the fifth of a triad chord. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's take an example quickly in the key of C, okay? Alright, in the key of C major. Okay, so C is a 1, D is a 2, E is a 3, F 4, G is a 5, A is a 6, B is a 7, and then you have your C here. Okay, so we're gonna have a C. This is a C major triad. Okay, let me play it with my left hand. The C major triad. Then we're gonna add the 7th, and the 7th note or the diatonic note of C major scale is B. Now look, this B is a major third interval, okay, away from the fifth of this chord. This is the fifth of this chord, okay? So this is a C major triad, is the root, the third, and the fifth. So to play a note that is either a major third interval, so if you play a major third interval, it's going to be this, a major third interval, okay, away from the fifth, which is this G right here. If we play a minor third interval away from this fifth, this is what it's going to give us. From G to B flat is a minor third interval, okay? Alright, so let's talk about the major seventh chords. The major seventh chord. Now, the major seventh chords are formed, or a major seventh chord is formed by adding the diatonic seventh note of the major scale of that key to a major triad, or to the major triad. So let's say in the key of C major again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, we'll play the C major triad, add the 7th, this is the 7th, to do what the C major triad, and you have what C major 7th. And now the 7th, which is B right here, is a major third interval away from what G, which is the 5th. Now let's calculate. A major third interval consists of 4 semitones, okay? Now this is G, we're holding it down already. We count 1, 2, 3, 4. So a major third interval consists of what? 4 semitones. Alright. This is C major 7th. Okay. Now let's do it in the key of F as well. In the key of F. Alright. We're gonna have this is F major. Let's play the F major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So play the F major. Is the roots, third, and the fifth. So we'll add the 7th note, which is E, to what this triad, and you get an F major 7th chord right here. Alright, now looking at it, the distance between, or the interval between E and C right there, which is the 5th of this chord, is the interval of a major third. Alright, let's do the same thing again. We count 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you have what? A major 7th. Now let's quickly look at the minor 7th chord. How do you get a minor 7th chord? Now a minor 7th chord is formed by adding the flat 7th, okay, or by flattening the diatonic 7th and then adding it to the minor triad of whatever key you're playing in. Now, still in the key of C, this is a C major triad and this is a C minor triad. So if we want to get a C minor 7th chord, this 7th, the diatonic 7th, which is B right here, will be flattened to B flat. Okay, we'll drop it down by a half step to B flat, and then we have what, our C minor 7th. Okay, so you flatten your diatonic 7th and it becomes what, a flat 7th. Okay, a chromatic 7th. All right, or you say you flatten your diatonic 7th by a half step lower, then you add it to what, the minor chord in whatever key. Let's say we're in the key of C sharp. All right, it's C sharp. All right, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. Okay, we'll play C sharp minor. This is major, all right, but let's make it minor right there. It's C sharp, or we'll call it D flat right here. Is E, this is A flat. Now this is the 7th in the key of what, D flat. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is 7th. Okay, now this is a minor, D flat minor. Then we're gonna flatten the 7th by a half step. Alright, we'll drop it down, and then you have what, D flat minor 7 chord. Let's also take a look at these also in the key of G major, right? Alright, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. Alright, this is the 7th. Now this is the G major triad. Okay, this is 7th. This is major 7th, but right now if we make it minor, this is G minor triad. This is a major 7th. We drop it down by a half step, and this is F sharp right here. You drop it down by a half step toward F, and there you go. You have a G minor 7th triad. So simply put, a minor 7th is formed by adding or by flattening the major 7th or the diatonic 7th a half step down and adding it to the minor triad. The minor triad. So this is a G minor triad. This is a diatonic 7th. All right, so we're gonna drop it down by a half step. Okay, we'll take it down, we'll flatten it by a half step to this, and you have G minor 7th. All right, then quickly let's look at another 7th chord, the diminished 7th. First of all, to get the diminished 7th, I believe you know how to get your diminished triad, how to form your diminished triad in the key of C. Alright, this C diminished, C, E flat, and G flat makes up what your C diminished triad. Okay, so to get C diminished 7th or a diminished 7th on the key of C right here, we hold this down, and then this is a 7th. We are going to flatten it twice. Okay, we'll move down 2 half steps. 1 2. Right, we move downward 2 half steps from here, which is the diatonic 7th. 1 2, and this gives you what, C diminished 7th. The same thing applicable in the key of D. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is 7, right? So this is a D major triad. Now this is D minor, and this is D diminished. So this is the 7th. So what do? We move down 2 half steps. 1 2. So you have D, F, A flat, and B as well. Your D diminished 7th chord. Now let's do an example also in the key of F major. Alright, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Hold down the 7th, play the diminished F diminished triad. Now move the 7th 2 half steps down. Alright, 1 2, and this gives you an F diminished 7th triad. Okay. Then the final 7th chord we'll be looking at today will be the half diminished 7th. And how do you get the half diminished 7th? You derive the half diminished 7th, okay, by moving the diatonic 7th just 1 half step down, and then you add it to your diminished triad. Okay, a very quick example is still in the key of C. This is C diminished triad right here, and we all know that B is the diatonic seventh, so we'll move it down by a half step, just one half step. Okay, so you have what? C half diminished seventh chord right here. If we're in the key of G major, hold down the seventh right here. Now play G diminished triad. This G diminished triad. Now move this seventh down a half step, and then you have your G half diminished seventh chord. Now, if we also try it in the key of, let me say in the key of B. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on the seventh. This is B major. All right, B major triad, minor, and this is B diminished. So we're gonna drop this seventh down by a half step to this. Okay, so you have B diminished seventh chord. All right, so I can also throw in an easy formula to get these chords. Okay, now to get your major seventh chord, you're gonna play or derive it using this formula, 4/3/4 for major seventh. How do you use this formula? Hold on your root, let's say in the key of C, hold on your root, which is C right here, then count 4 semitones first of all. Remember, it's 4/3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You hold it down, then over 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the formula for deriving your major seventh chord is what? 4/3/4. You hold down your root, but you don't start from there. Okay, you start from the next note, a half step above your root. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold it down, but you don't start from here again. You start from the very next note. 1, 2, 3. Then finally 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/3/4. You get your major seventh chord in the key of C. Now, or in any other key as well, that formula is applicable in all 12 keys. Then to get your minor seventh chord, the formula is 3/4/3. You hold down your roots, count 3 half steps up, 1, 2, 3, then 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 3 half steps again, 1, 2, 3. Is your C minor seventh chord. Okay, this formula applies to all keys. Again, 3/4/3. Hold on your roots, count 3 half steps up. What? 1, 2, 3 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then over 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's also use it in the key of let's say in the key of F. Hold on your roots. Okay, hold on your root. This F right here, F right here. Count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. This is an F minor seventh chord. Okay, now quickly let's go to the diminished seventh chord. The formula for diminished seventh chord is 3/3/3. You hold down your root, let's say in the key of C as well. Count 3 half steps up. 1, 2, 3. Hold it down. Under 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. Then under 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. 3/3/3. Hold down your root again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then finally, the formula for half diminished seventh is 3/3/4. Hold down your root. C right there is our root. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is C half diminished seventh. This is 3/3/4. Let's say in the key of I'm trying the key of A. This A right here. Your A is our root. 3/3/4. You get this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3/3/4. That's the formula to get what? Your half diminished seventh chord in all 12 keys. So I rephrase again. To derive your C major seventh chord, the formula is 4/3/4 in all 12 keys. Then for the minor seventh chord, the formula is 3/4/3. Then for diminished seventh chord in all 12 keys, the formula is 3/3/3. And then finally for half diminished seventh chord, the formula is 3/3/4. Then I'll quickly do a rephrase What are seventh chords? Seventh chords are chords that are formed by adding a seventh note, which is either a minor or major third interval away from the fifth of the triad. Okay, I already explained this. Let me do a quick recap right here. For the major seventh chord, look at it, C major seventh chord, and this is the C major triad right here. This seventh chord here is a major third interval, and I said earlier the major third interval consists of 4 semitones. So from G to B consists of 4 semitones. So this is G. You don't start here, you start from the very next note. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is a major third interval. But if it's to be a minor seventh chord, which is this, it's going to be a minor third interval, which is B flat. B flat is a minor third interval away from G, and a minor third interval consists of only 3 semitones. 1 2 3. Okay, the same way to C to E flat is a minor third. 1 2 3. Okay, but we're dealing with what? The C minor seventh. So the seventh chord now in the minor seventh chord is, sorry, the seventh note in the minor seventh chord is a minor third interval away from the fifth. This is the fifth of the C minor chord. Then also for the C diminished seventh chord, which we have this A is a minor third interval away from G flat. Okay, 1 2 3, and G flat is the fifth of what? C diminished triad. Okay, so we play a note that is what? A minor third away from the fifth. So this is the fifth, so play a minor third, which is 1 2 3. 3 half steps make what? A minor third. Okay, while 4 half steps, don't forget, makes what? A major third interval. Then finally for the half diminished seventh chord, sorry, beg your pardon, half diminished seventh chord, still your diminished triad right here. We're going to play a major third interval instead of a minor third interval that we did for the diminished seventh. Okay, so the major third interval will be this. Remember, G flat is a fifth in the C diminished triad. So from G flat to B flat is the interval of what? A major third. How? It's G flat right here. You count 1 2 3 4. 4 half steps or 4 semitones. 4 half steps to make what? A major third interval. So don't forget, C major seventh, C minor seventh, C diminished seventh, and C half diminished seventh. Alright, don't forget the formula for major seventh chord is 4 over 3 over 4. For minor seventh chord is 3 over 4 over 3. For diminished seventh chord is 3 over 3 over 3. And then for half diminished seventh chord is 3 over 3 over 4. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do well to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button as well to be notified whenever we upload new videos so that you can get them and learn. Thank you so much for staying with us till this time.